Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone tonight. This is a continuation from a workshop meeting that was previously scheduled. And we do have the presence of a quorum. This meeting has been posted in due accordance with the Texas Government Code 55104-1, 551-050. That's 72 hours prior to the time of this meeting. We do have the presence of a full board at this time. We've already called the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance earlier in our workshop meeting. Moving on to item number 3, invitation to the audience for public comments for the board staff. If you'd like to discuss anything at this time, share anything, board staff. I know we have a lot of folks in the audience that don't want to share. Going once, going twice. Thank you. We're moving on to item number 4, consider and discuss the possible approval of the minutes of the regular meeting on July 24th, 2019. We'll have a chance to review the minutes. The regular set meeting. Comments, questions, or changes?
Move we approve.
A motion for approval by Mr. Houston, seconded by Mr. Starkey. Are all those in favor? They are. Any opposed? None. Motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to item number 5, presentation by the board, presentation by the bond planning committee regarding the capital improvements project for the Lmwd Water District. Carlos?
Okay, I have information that we'll be discussing with the bond planning committee, and we have Mr. Garcia, the chairman of the bond planning committee, and we have the vice chairman is Nadine Smith, and she's not able, she says, for Tri-City meeting by this week. And there's, I think there's several members over there now from the bond planning committee. We've got three, 4 of them. So that's okay. I sent Charles over there to also talk about this capital improvements. And this is what we have. Is he's going to present this to the board. And this is what we've been talking about on the whiteboard up there. You see on the green part, the information on the water plant, classification, elevator flow tank, and all the way down to Isla Blanca. And this is only informational purposes. We'll be discussing more, and I believe we're going to have to meet next week sometime, and we can get more this agenda only. Hoping that we can meet, and we have Mr. Jim William also here, present, and Mr. Jim Fuller.
Mr. Pinkley.
Oh, here.
First time club.
Yeah. Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so.
Lisa, you can buy them.
Oh, Elisa. Okay, Elisa. That's it. We got a good group here.
Well, they have the quorum, so we do.
So go ahead and.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. I'd like to thank you and Louis, previous board member, multiple terms, and all of the people working on the project. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, everybody. I believe there's 14 members on this committee, and as you know, there are areas right now, but we've met 3 times. The first time that the committee met was for introductory purposes, get to know one another, and just go over things. And I think there was a tour of some of the facilities, and then they met twice after that. And then we just started talking about the different capital improvements that need to be made, and hopefully the citizens and the ratepayers of the Lmwd area decide that we need to do that. Passing a bond election is never easy, you know. Everybody knows that it's very difficult, and it's very important how you present it to the citizens and so forth. But I want you all to be proactive in this sense. The Lmwd area, the Lmwd Water District, that's a growth in the area has grown. I don't want to say by leaps and bounds, but has grown significantly. And there's a lot of infrastructure that needs to be updated. And things. I think the priority that I'm looking at is if you all are going to be looking at it, considering looking for the ratepayers for bond collection for the water plan number one. Currently, it's not operating, it's a 2.9, the other one I'm waiting for that, so hopefully 5 MPD. With the same microfiltration system the water plan number 2 has, for the purposes of hopefully relieving the stress in water plan number 2 right now is going through much too fast. Over a long period of time, it's not a good thing. As we break down, it's not working. So I guess water for basic needs and services, but other than that, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So by upgrading this one, it'll help that one too, and then of course, have more water accessibility and the same quality of water. What I understand, so hopefully they'll go through it. They're looking at a 5.0 MPD, and I think from one of the discussions was that perhaps it could go, this bond and this improvement on that plan could go up to 2040, which is 20 years, which is basically the life of a bond. But it would be nice to build it in such a way and making it the capacity that it will go beyond the life of the bond, maybe by 5 or 10 more years, so that as soon as you all get done paying the bond for 20 years, and well, now we gotta ask for another bond. So maybe we can use a rate there that make it there 5 or 10 years. Just keeping up, stay on the base with it, go. So that's a projected thing that if with this improvement, that maybe we can more out. But if we can go 5 more years, or 10 more years, big. So we'll see how that coming back to all I'm sure all of us want to do with the cost. The other thing on there is the two of the elevated water tanks. This one here, and the one in the Lmwd, the one in the Lmwd is 75,000 gallon storage tank, elevated water storage tank. This one I believe is 300,000. None of them, this one is not operating right now, from what I understand. It can either be, what I'm looking at is you're fixing it or replacing it. It's right smack in the middle of what is a neighborhood now, and all sorts of things, surrounding this particular plan. And I think the last time that it was rehab, there was all sorts of issues with the neighborhood people. They got all kinds of stuff going into their property, sandblasting, the noise, and so on and so forth. The neighbors over here, the water district, they were complaining daily because their cars were being, all sorts of stuff was going on. So maybe relocating it to the industrial area over here where it really needs to be now. And maybe, I don't know, for the same time. And of course, the elevated tank, in the Vista, it's absolutely not. It's 25,000 gallons. It doesn't serve its purpose anymore. Instead of rehabbing that one, getting a new one, a bigger one, moving that one too, maybe up to 5 tenths of the so those two things. And I think there's a water line thing right off the causeway there where what's the name of that trailer park? Cableway or something. Yeah, there's some kind of issues there with some lines, and it's the bottlenecking between there and then towers are all there. They're all in it. That's causing an issue. So that has to be looked at. There's some water break or something that goes on a few weeks ago, these kinds of people basically it, and of course on this station. But the purpose of today was just to introduce ourselves, let you all know that we've met, you know, 3 times, once as an introductory thing to amongst ourselves, and the other 2 times to visit some of the sites, and to start, you know, discussing the issue. In terms of cost, we don't know what it's gonna be. There's some numbers thrown out there that at the low end of the cost, maybe $20 billion, it could be all the way up to maybe 40. Cadillac or whatever. But it's kind of going to be kind of like a wish list, and then, you know, I guess before you something have some more concrete numbers and all, some more information and from the engineers. I don't know who the firm is going to be involved. All is hired, maybe they're hired. Hopefully by then, they will be in work wherever they are, and they can probably do a better job. We can continue to do it. And then after that, I'll start a campaign in the community, visiting different municipalities, different communities. And I'm going to the heights, first go to the island, locally, work. These are things we need to make sure that the public understands. These are things that we need in order for quality of life as far as water services are concerned. Continue to sustain itself and get better. Whether it makes it, you know, really whatever project that we have proposed, whatever project that we have to be funded by the taxpayers, it's going to be something that's going to benefit not and but maybe 1 or 2 generations down the road. Anybody else has any other comments or views, or if you have any questions from us?
I just want to say thank you, all of you, for stepping up and doing this. Our whole objective was to get the community involved. That's really what we wanted. We wanted everybody from all the communities we serve to participate and help us with this. We're going to be relying on you and, of course, the engineers and that we do their assessment. We do have a pre-commitment. We did hire them. They are the assessment houses, and they will be doing that. And come back with, you know, these are things we thought of, but then if that's what's going to happen, this means that this is what we're proposing. And if you guys feel that some changes need to be made, fantastic. We're looking for, okay, let's get everybody's position. Okay, how are we going to move forward? What are we going to do? What's the right way? So, thank you. For volunteering.
You're welcome. And there, it is a good representation of the community in the Lmwd area. Ladies and gentlemen, although we all haven't met together at one time because of different obligations or commitments that everybody has in different times, but pretty much everyone in the community has come support the staff, and the staff done a real good job of
And again, the more we meet, the more information that gets passed on, and we learn more stuff from them, and they bring up ideas that folks have. But I want to thank you all very much for attending the meetings and being there when we asked to meet. And I just want to make sure that we know that next week we want to have another meeting and bring up, maybe the members that haven't, been attending the meeting to get them in. What I've been wanting to do is, go ahead and take a photo of them and, you know, have them, you know, representing the Lmwd district, because they are the owners of this facility and all the facilities. They're taxpayers and they own what everybody wants here, what we have. So, in representing the water district, I'd like to have a photo and mention them, or at least have them for, the newspaper, for the public to see what we have.
I think maybe we should wait until we get more.
Well, that's what
More
I
of the
mean.
committee members, you know,
Yeah,
and
once we do
meeting,
that,
and
we
yeah.
can-
But that's a good idea.
Trying to get them together, but it's hard, different commitments and.
And it was a good idea from you all to ask for it. I think everyone that's on there is pretty visible in the community. They're out and about and they talk to people and they're gonna be asked questions about this thing. And I think at one of the meetings, one of the committee members, already mentioned that one of the talking to somebody about bond election, one of the comments that we got, shared with the committee was that, well, there was a bond several years ago that was approved by the ratepayers. We still have the bond, Jack Bowles. And what about the resale? Mention that?
Yes, so we talked about it.
And so they, you know, some of the people in the community still think, well, we still have a bond that we passed years ago that hasn't been done. Are we gonna be paying for that one, or we're paying for this one if it passes? And of course, the answer is no. The other one, but then, not even asked for it. And I don't know if they're things like that. But, so if the committee is going on, or is going on.
I still get that question myself, on occasion about that bond. We talked about this here, what about this, and after that, how to do things like that. We like it, and nothing, so. One of the, I have a little bit of experience, working on the committee like what you guys are doing. When we had, on the island, we had a big old, City Hall. And I got involved with that project, I knew we were in the so the question was, but I got involved in that committee and I wanted to participate because I felt that in the process, I wanted to share with you. But I learned something, I a lot of things that we learned from working with engineers and contractors and whatnot. One of the things I learned was the money that we were asking for is just one component of the bond, what we're trying to accomplish. We need the money. The other component that comes out was the trust. I need to develop that trust with you. I need their trust with as much as I need their trust. I need them to understand and believe in the fact that what we're doing is the right thing. We put enough thought and energy into it. And I would literally tell people, I said, I need more than your money. I need you to trust what I'm doing. I need you to believe that what we're doing is the right thing and the service and serve our community. That was a bigger challenge to get into my because of that kind of, things you hear about, you have to do that time or whatever. So that's one of some of the obstacles that we have to overcome on that committee. But it taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me that sometimes the trust is more important than the money. But if the money comes freely, most people trust what it's doing. And that's what I'm hoping that we can do by being inclusive of the community, bringing members of the community to serve. I felt that that was a good in a way to step into that arena of trust, to try to develop that trust. And that's one of the things that I would like to accomplish before I leave this board, to building that trust in the community, so that when we do go ask for these funds, that they support us. That they just don't say, well, look at it and do it that way, you know. And so that, I mentioned that because that, to me, that was the biggest challenge. And I think in all fairness, if I recall, that there was Herb that came up with the idea of getting the community involved in doing this. And I want to thank you for that.
Well, the water district here, the Lmwd water district here, the services that they provide, is the lifeline of the entire area of water. Other than our children, our families that we have. And you're right, Alex, as far as I guess a perception that the community starts to have, or needs to have, water water services. And it has been in the past because the board members all the way back in the beginning of during the first water district #1 have always been proactive, and because of the decisions of these individuals that have served for a lot of years, the area has grown. They get past most Greenwood, Victoria, Bell, most Greenwood, Logan, East, they've had just a lot to be able to expand better services to the island, wastewater and water and so on and so forth. So, because of that, today, so these kinds of things, I think, need to be occupied.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Board members, this is very big. This is all for our entire community. We're all working for the same thing, better environment. And it's good to have everyone participating in that part. It all takes effort. Yes, sir.
One thing that I think would help us a whole lot is, according to the law, you all can participate in going out and help somebody vote for us, but we can't.
Yes.
So what we need from you all is to feed us stuff you want the public to know. We're looking for you all to tell us that. If you want to get out what your feelings are, then you need to tell us to me, so we can do it, and so we can legally do that.
Correct.
You cannot.
Excellent. Well said.
And I just wanna
A very strong point to me like that.
That's good.
let you all know that next week we'll be sending an email or a phone call. We're gonna meet around the 22nd or 23rd of next week. One more meeting to put all this information together and then talk more about how to proceed, keep going forward, moving forward. And then come back to the board again when our bond council advises us that we're ready to present to the board the whole picture. We'll come back and do that. Well, thank you all very much for your time, and I know that you all attend the meetings very well with, a lot of time consuming efforts. Thank you very much. We'll be in touch next week.
Again, thank you all for the board and staff and for the community moving forward. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Anyone else in closing? Thank you. We'll be moving on. Item number 6, General Manager's report.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sherman and members of the board. I just wanted to bring up to date the video production services. On the July the 10th, we had received some scripts for the video, where they're going to be speaking for or narrating the video, and the shooting was completed August the 1st and August the 2nd, actually, because there was 2 days of videotaping. So then We approved the scripts, corrected some of them, and brought them back to their hands on August the 7th, which was about a week ago. And then in preparation for the whole production, final production will be towards the beginning of September. That's what the schedule that they gave us. Right now they're working on putting everything together, and it's taken a while, but we're hoping that all the video and narration is completed by the beginning of September. So another 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks, and we'll find out what the final, I guess Mr. Houston wanted to attend those meetings also, so he'll be called upon when we do have it and review it, and if we need to make more corrections on it. But that's the schedule for that video and audio.
Perfect.
That's all I have for
Thank you, Carlos. Item number 7, presentation by Charles and AMI purchasing meters regarding the meter project contract with the Blue Water Water District. Carol was unable to attend the meeting, so we could kindly table this for the next meeting.
Move we table.
Second.
Motion tabled by Dr. Houston, seconded by Dr. Lalonde. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none, motion carries. Thank you, Madam Speaker. We're going to item number 8, Director of Operations report. Well,
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Again, I'm bringing forward the monthly report for the month of July. As you've noted, the month of July for this year had 106 more calls in distribution than last year. Most of them were changing meter boxes. The project that's going on right now, a lot of those boxes haven't changed because they're very too easy for the boxes damaged or because it hasn't changed. The other is informational. That's customers calling in for different questions that they have. Profiles, that's a different change from last year. We no longer have to do profiles. Profiles, we have to go out to the meter itself and get the information from the transmitter, bring it into the office so they can do the profile. These new meters are doing it by themselves pretty much, and the customer can go in there and they can check their own profile. They can check the amount of water that is being used. And a lot of times customers will question that because they couldn't believe that their water bill or that they had used that much water, or they wanted to know when the leak started or issues that they were having with the meter, so they thought they did. And that was the reason for the profile. Another is change meters. That's kind of going on right now with the project. And then full meters, again, that's, as I mentioned in the past, that's the old master meters. Some of those had a high and low, with kind of like 2 meters in one. Low consumption, it was reading under the lower, if it was high consumption, it was reading under high. The new meters just have one, low as the nail, they'll just go and use that one time. So what we're having to do, because we've got 1 meter for badger, consider 2, we're having to take one off, and that's basically what that full meter is. On the other, on the collection side, that increase in collection this year is about 30 more calls. But if you look at that, most of it comes from preventive maintenance, and the preventive maintenance is something that is really good. It's happening. What it's costing not to have call-outs. And that's great because we take care of problems before it happens. So that is really being helpful. Any questions from anyone?
Give me an example of a preventive maintenance.
They go to the sites where they had sewer problems in the past because of the backup or grease, and they're flushing it out before it fills up and sewer starts backing up.
So these are primarily commercial calls?
Most of them, yes, but there are some that, there are some houses that do have problems as far as the sewer goes, so they have to take flush orders for that. My other report dealt with the meter count per day, and I just state this on the desk there. To date, we have pretty much all of the Luna Vista and Luna Heights, according to the contract that we made for the year, the count for each area, they've already fulfilled the Luna Vista and Luna Heights. It's not like we installed 28 more of most of our new taps, so we take care of that. For Isabel, we're at 75% complete. We have about 410 left, so we can install. And then at South Padre, we have about 209 meters left, and most of the meters, again, are your large meters, which has taken quite a bit of time in some cases. Some of the meters are buried on the concrete, so rather than trying to change it out in 20, 30 minutes, it's taken a couple hours to change the water, or it may even take a full day, depending on how much concrete they have to raise to where it's buried. Any questions? That's from the 28, the 28 meters.
For the future meters.
We can keep them.
That's Jason.
The other item that I submitted to you, that was brought up by Eddie sometime in the budget meeting, and then through the cost of living, the board was gracious enough to award the employees a 5% increase in cost of living increase adjustment last year. There was some comments made that minor board from what we understand that we'll have to see this year what the cost of living is. On that second page, I told the government grant towards 2020 COLA adjustment, and as of June 2019, there was a 1.4%. So I did a little calculation there on 1.4%, and the total would be $54,000.
And for the public's information, that 5% last year was granted because the employees had not received a COLA since 2011.
That's correct. That's correct. And at that point, that COLA was only 2.5%. Any questions?
Good, Robert. Thank you. Moving on to item number 9, Director of Finance Report.
Just want to give the board an update on the media affairs consultant. We put out an RFP, and the bid opening was held on July 29th for media affairs consulting services. We received four different firms participated. The four firms were Advocate Incorporated, Reading and Comfort Group, Trans Access, and Rails Reviews. The Professional Services Committee will be getting together and conducting the selection and review process, and will be presenting a recommendation to the board following August.
Moving on to item number 10, consider and discuss the possible approval of the renewal of health insurance with United Healthcare for the district.
We The district received a renewal quote. We received the initial quote of 19%. We asked them to go back and give us their best. And we also initiated a meeting of insurance committee. They came back with us. With was 12.9%. The committee met, reviewed the proposal, asked for possibly something that was close in coverage to what we had, maybe just adjusting the deductible and the out-of-pocket, trying to keep it as close to what the employees have as possible to see if there was significant savings. You can see in the packet, the renewal quote is that for the current coverage is $749.21 per employee, and the second option with the increase in the deductible from $250 to $500. With that renewal, that quote would be at $724 per. Those are really good. Proposals that we have at this time, staff.
Why?
Why? We would like to maintain the same level of coverage. This is a great benefit for our employees. Our employees appreciate it. As you can see, the attendance of
You're familiar with the services of this company for life, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your take on how much is funded? How do you feel about what you would, what's your take on the one? Yeah.
They be very responsive, and they do not have any travel problems. As a matter of fact, when we work with them, they can find information to the employees. And we've been trying to communicate to them what's the best way they can use the benefits of insurance, so they can helping us and guiding us on all the benefits that we provide.
So you're happy with it?
Plus, we can use them for 4 years.
We've run them against the other big carriers like Blue Cross and
Last year, we opened some weeks and there was several options with Blue Cross. Yes. Blue Cross was there with 2 different options. The best was behind.
This is all included in our projected budget for the next fiscal calendar year that discussed in workshop.
That's correct. The rates includes the 7.4.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommended adoption.
Discussion. When Scott and I were at the meeting the other day, we found out that the water district as an employer is pretty poorly rated simply because we have extremely high cost, like 86% of premiums go to pay out losses. So the option of going out to the market and finding someone better was probably not going to happen. And we have some employees with some big costs that they don't see going away anytime soon. So then we felt like this was sort of the best of the worst situations that we were looking at, but it is what it is. So I would second your motion.
The motion made by Mr. Starkey, and seconded by Mr. Houston. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you to the committee for participated in all of, what's in it.
That's a great deductible.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and that makes.
For what we have going on for the percentage of increase is pretty high. I can tell you personally, it's a 12% increase.
No, and you have to add a 0 to my deductibles.
Yes.
So I'm glad that we're able to provide that for our employees.
Close the.
Thank you all, board. Thank you very much.
We do have to practice safety first to keep these claims lower, so that we can keep our premiums hopefully maintained. We're not having to see big increases for the.
Join me at the gym, it's only $200 a year.
We took the bungee cord off the water towers, right? The bungee cord off?
Staff,
We're doing
safety
that?
first, and health and wellness to maintain our premiums.
All right.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 10, consider and discuss for possible approval of the renewal of health, I'm sorry, moving on to item 11, consider and discuss for possible approval of the proposed tax rate to be published on the notice of a public hearing to be held on August 28, 2019 at 5:20 p.m. and subsequently adopt the tax rate at the regular and following public hearing. Need to.
So the tax rate, as a reminder, our tax rate, we're only allowed to raise our taxes enough to pay our outstanding tax obligations. Right now, our tax obligations that we're paying is the 2012 tax bond and the 2016 tax bond. The payment level is staying same from year to year. So with the increase in property values, we're seeing a drop in the tax rate. So right now, the tax rate for the Maui Water District is 4 cents per hundred. And this year, it's going to drop down to $3 in value.
Move we approve.
Motion for approval by Mr. Houston.
Can I ask you a question?
I will for discussion.
Sure. So you're saying that's the highest rate we can be at based on our debt service?
That's right. Okay. Where this is restricted to only pay that annual tax.
That was it.
Motion for approval made by Mr. Houston, seconded by Mr. Alves. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are opposed, none motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to item number 12, consider and discuss the possible approval of the financial reports for June 2019. Questions, comments, referral?
Questions?
I move we acknowledge.
Second.
Moving on to item number 13, consider and discuss for possible approval of the increase in construction on Pleasant Ave, sewer replacement and item avenue water replacement for Isabel.
Yeah, so what this is replacing a failing sewer main on Tarpon Avenue and AC water pipe on Island Avenue. The city of Port Isabel has initiated a paving project, and these streets are scheduled to be put under concrete. So in an effort to save money, we want to move these projects up as soon as possible so that we can get them done before they're put under concrete. If not, then it's going to be much more expensive later on to take care of this problem.
Just a quick question, what's the adjustments about this electric unit and the lift stations? I see where you reduced, eliminated lift station production, boosted the water, but it's about 72 grand.
So these are projects that we are anticipating to have some savings, and so we're moving money from those projects to help cover the costs.
But not the detriment of those projects, right? That's correct. Okay.
That particular item, the budget, that's the balance we have.
No, so So what's currently in the budget for that project is 214. We're asking for an adjustment of 72,000, and we'll bring the remaining balance to 114.
Which is projected enough funds to fulfill the needs of that location.
That's correct.
I'll second.
Motion for approval by Mr. Alves, and seconded by Mr. Starkey. All those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Item number 14, consider discussion of possible approval of task authorization of streets and improvements for Louisville cities, east of water treatment facility to be included in the engineer's report for May 2020 bond election. We do not have all the information on it for this. That's right. Send it along. Yes, moving on to item number 15, consider and discuss for possible approval of purchase two water sewer compressors for the water plant.
We're recommending going with the plant complex there, which is because of the price, because of the technical. As soon as we can get the compressor, that's it.
Motion for approval by Mr. Alves,
No, you need it, right? Second.
seconded by Mr. Starkey. All those in favor?
Aye.
They are, opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to item number 16, consider and review expenditures from July 16th through July 31st, 2019. Any questions, comments about any of them? Discuss in particular, otherwise acknowledge them all.
So moved.
Acknowledged by Mr. Houston and Mr. Starkey. All those in favor? There are, great, thank you. Number 17, consider and remove from the table of all executive session items tabled in the regular meeting on July 24th, 2019. Deliberation regarding the evaluation of district employees who will be on the manager. Motion on the table, motion made on the table. Motion made by Mr. Starkey, second by Mr. Alves. All those in favor? They are, opposed, thank you. Items are off the table. Item 18, executive session permitted by the open meeting act, CCA, section 551.001. That's equal to section 551.071. Consultation of the defendant under section 551.074. Personal matters, item A, deliberation regarding the evaluation of the sewer employees who with their own manager. Item B, update on treatment related to our acknowledged 2008. Item C, update on legal matters concerning regulations water rate. Any motion to go into executive session at 6:18 p.m. Motion to come out of executive session. I don't want to.
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Houston,
Second.
second by Mr. Starkey. All those in favor? We're out of executive session. Item A, deliberation regarding the evaluation of district employee to the general manager.
Motion to move as directed.
Directed. Motion made by Mr. Houston, second by Mr. Alves. All those in favor?
Aye.
They are. None opposed. Thank you. Item B, update on FEMA related to Hurricane Valley 2008. No action, no update. Item C, update on legal matters concerning Rick Gear's appeal of the raw water rate. Need a motion to proceed as directed.
So moved.
Proceed as directed by Mr. Starkey, seconded by Mr. Houston. All those in favor?
Aye.
They are. None opposed. Motion carries. Thank you. Adjourn the meeting at 6:47 p.m.